You pointed at me.
I did. You're the one who's going to be talking.
Nice. We're trying out new content, guys. Welcome to our new show, 40 Ounces to Literature, where I'm going to get drunk and tell you public domain stories, and Alan's going to get drunk and illustrate them.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to be a little bit louder because I have to hold the iPad in my hand.
Oh, that's true.
To do the
that's how it's going to go.
This is also going to be fun because I have to hold
you have to drink and
today's episode is sponsored by Mark's.
Alan's already there.
Fuck, I've had like 2 sips. I'm an extreme lightweight. I'm gonna go way faster than Kat does. Mike's hard lemonade. This is a black cherry lemonade that we are drinking right now.
It's cold, hard, and refreshing. I thought this was gonna be full disclosure. I have already had one drink today because I'm combating a cold. So I had a hot toddy with breakfast.
You're so Irish, Kat.
That's how you get over colds. That's just a fact.
Okay, so would you like to announce the story that we are I shouldn't be like this already.
You should be announcing the story because you picked today's.
It's Romeo and Juliet.
Our pilot episode is Romeo and Juliet. This is one of the. That was gonna sound mean. I'm gonna say it anyway. It's one of the public domain stories that Alan knows better than me, which is why he picked it, because he's gonna be able to call me out right away.
It's because I did Shakespeare for a billion years.
I'm a big fan of Shakespeare, but this is my least favorite.
What? Because it's
which is why I put it on the list.
Because it's just a fucking it's a bad romance.
It's not my least favorite anymore, but when I first started reading Shakespeare, it was my least favorite. I have a deeper appreciation for it as I get older. But I haven't read it since high school, so it's going to be a fun experience.
This will be good. I think we're going to have a good time right now.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yeah.
Do you remember how Romeo and Juliet started?
So Romeo is the first thing I remember about Romeo and Juliet is Romeo's in the market complaining to like his cousins, maybe, to some other dudes, because he's the love of his life, not Juliet, Rosalind.
Yes, it is Rosalind.
Rosalind doesn't want to bang him, and he's like, oh man, that sucks, and I'm never gonna recover. And they're like, let's party crash the Capulets. And he's like, I don't want to, I'm too heartbroken. I'll never love ever again, as long as I live, because Rosalind was the one. And they're like, no, come on, dude, it's gonna be fine. And then they do that, and he sees a woman at the party. He sees a Capulet. He doesn't know she's a Capulet, that's important. But he sees a lady, and he's like, she's the new love of my life. Fuck Rosalind. This is it. This lady forever. And so he approaches her, he, like, serenades her, or whatever it is he does. That's the Dire Straits song. It's not a serenade. He monologues at her, I guess, is the Shakespearean equivalent.
You skipped, like, the whole dance scene that they have.
They're at a party, everyone's dancing. That's legit.
My favorite part is you also skipped the actual opening scene.
You can't tell me stuff that I'm skipping. This is my Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
I'm taking control. He immediately serenades her. Act 1.2.
Oh, God.
Serenades Juliet. And Juliet's like, I'm into this dude. Romeo forever. And they get matching tattoos.
Hold on, I gotta catch up.
Romeo and Juliet for life. That's what both the tattoos say. They're like literally matching. The friar does that.
Life.
And then Lady Capulet is like, nope, you've got to marry Paris at some point in this thing. I think it might have been earlier, but I don't know. I don't know the chronology of Romeo and Juliet. I'll get to all the pieces in the correct order as of now.
I don't think you will.
I won't. I also don't know all the pieces, so it's gonna be good. So Lady Capulet is like, you gotta marry Paris, and Juliet's like, but what if I don't love Paris? Hashtag Romeo for life. And her mom's like, that's too bad. Sucks to be you. And also there's a nurse. Juliet has a nurse. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's got a sexy nurse.
Oh, she's got a sexy nurse.
She's not a sexy nurse. She's like an old lady, but I'm drawing her as a sexy
and
nurse.
Romeo's like, sexy nurse for life. You can, like, Romeo's arm has, like, all those scratched out tattoos. Where, like, Rosalind scratched out, Juliet scratched out, sexy nurse for life. She's played by the Blink-182 nurse from the 90s.
Oh, that is not how I drew her.
Oh. I can't see what Alan's drawing, so it's gonna be a fun surprise for both of us. But yeah, Mercutio's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's supremely gay.
Yeah.
My theater teacher tried to convince me that he's not, but he is!
Mercutio's gay. Tybalt is gay. That's a name, right?
Tybalt.
Yes. Yeah. Tybalt. Tibaldi. He's also there. And he also might be gay. But we don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Romeo finds out that Juliet is a Capulet, and she finds out that he's Montague, and that's bad because the houses are. Was that the opening? Was it? Were they complaining about the houses fighting?
Yeah. Yes, that was the bite thumbing.
Yeah, I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Montagues and the Capulets are like at war with each other. They're at like a tentative peace with each other, where they're not instigating stuff. But now the two young representatives of the house are in love. They've got their tattoos, and life is good. And but it's not good because they're not allowed to be together. Also, Juliet is engaged to another man, and Rosalind is out of the picture at this point, never to be mentioned again. So they decide to elope. I'm jumping there.
Oh, you really did.
Because I don't remember what order stuff happens in. In the next thing, in their love story, they decided to elope, and it does not go well.
Fuck, man.
That's the end, dude.
You fucking.
No, wait, hold on. I know more stuff. It's okay. There's a friar.
Yeah, he did the tattoos.
He did the tattoos, and then he also helps them. He's inspired by their love, and he decides that he can marry one more set of people before he retires to open up a tattoo. Yeah. So then. Oh god, I don't remember the end. This is why we chose this one, because I don't remember it all that well. Oh god, someone gets stabbed.
That would be Mercutio.
Mercutio dies. And the flames of war are reignited as Mercutio tragically dies. That's a very Shakespearean thing to say, and accurate to the story.
Tybalt also dies.
Tybalt died.
Tybalt also dies.
Oh, yeah, because that's right. They're having, like, a street fight, and Romeo's like, I've got your back, bro, and steps in, and then he's blamed for the whole thing.
Yeah, and then...
So he's, like, also exiled on top of the Montague War. He gets exiled. And Juliet's like, I can't live without Romeo. And Romeo's like, I'll use... This friar man sees Juliet all the time. He can fix everything. But the friar man is getting messages too late. And Romeo poisons himself. We're there now. To the end. I'm running out of Romeo and Juliet things that I remember.
Right.
So he goes. He gets.
Oh god, I have to keep up. Again.
He gets.
Romeo's here.
Does he? Was it? Juliet pretends to poison herself, is the thing, right?
Yes.
Because she's like, I can pretend to poison myself and I can go join Romeo in exile, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to marry Paris and I'll get out of the whole thing and it's gonna be fine. So Juliet pretends to poison herself, but the message never gets to Romeo that it's fake. So she kills herself, fake. She fake kills herself with poison, and then Romeo's like, oh no, Juliet's dead. Juliet for life. Sexy nurse is scratched out on his arm, and Juliet's like circled. Like he didn't get a new Juliet tattoo; it's just circled over a bunch of times. Like I'm back to it. And then I'm gonna give Alan a break here. I'm gonna do some.
Okay.
Okay. So Romeo goes and gets real poison. Because he's like, I can't live without Juliet. And he breaks into the tomb, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fancy word for tomb is.
I mean, it's a
sepulcher. He breaks into the sepulcher. That's not right. I don't know what they called it. I'm not up on my Shakespearean.
I'm pretty sure it was a tomb.
Is it just a tomb?
Yeah, because there's a family tomb.
Okay.
Because Tybalt is also there.
Shakespeare. Be fancier. He steps into the fancy tomb.
Here's William Shakespeare looking real sad. He's...
Because I called him out. I'm always calling out Shakespeare on our podcasts.
Every time he's wearing a William Shakespeare t-shirt. Just so you know it's him. Oh, he's got his little goatee also in his little mustache.
I'm so looking forward to seeing this. So he gets some real poison and he goes and he breaks in and he kills himself on top of Juliet. Juliet's lying there pretending to be dead. But then Juliet wakes up and is like, oh man. And she monologues for like an hour. Is that correct?
Yeah.
She's got like a really long monologue where she complains about Romeo being dead, and then she decides to kiss him to get the poison off of his lips. I'm experienced in the nuances of Romeo and Juliet. She tries to kiss him first to poison herself with the same poison that he poisoned himself with, but that doesn't work. So then she stabs herself, and then immediately after she dies, Paris comes in and he's like, "Man, I didn't understand that women hated me this much. She could have just married me. I loved her the whole time." But he didn't. He's just sad because he was dating Mercutio.
What? Oh!
That's how that went?
No, I'm pretty sure
and then
Paris... No, I'm pretty sure Romeo killed Paris.
What?
Yeah.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
They have like a sword fight.
Oh, okay. I believe you. I thought Paris made it to the end and was like, man.
No, because I'm pretty sure he blames Romeo for Juliet being dead. Something like that.
I thought Romeo was already... Anyway, I thought Romeo was gone at that point. In fake exile. Regardless, someone comes in. The nurse? Let's say it's the nurse. The sexy nurse comes in, and she's like, "Oh no, Lady Capulet. I'm so sorry, your daughter has died." And then, like, Mr. Capulet's like, "Man, we got a sexy nurse there," and Lady Capulet stabs him. And then she's the only one who makes it to the end of Romeo and Juliet, and she delivers a beautiful monologue about how the houses shouldn't be at war anymore because the war caused the downfall of the two houses, and including her husband's tragic death. But then she marries the nurse. It was very touching. I would have read the shit out of that. Honestly. That's better. Anything that has body modding and sexy nurses is great. This episode of our show, sponsored by Enema of the State. Nice.
It's a Blink-182 reference! Yay! Andrade.
The end.
Yeah.